News Live at 10.
Good evening, I'm Stacey Van Dyke.
And I'm Justin Betty. Tonight, a local company that makes and sells THC edibles has been named in a lawsuit from the Minnesota Board of Pharmacy.
The suit claims the company violated the state's cannabis law, selling products with far more THC than allowed and even being blamed for one death.
So how can you be sure the product you've bought is safe? Valley News Team's Nashane Taylor has details.
THC edibles can be very enticing for consumers.
A lot of the packaging is bright, it's fun, it's meant to draw you in.
But how do you know if what you are purchasing is safe?
I don't know if people know that they're ever really safe.
Substance abuse experts say if you aren't paying attention, you could be buying something much more potent.
The product a lot of time isn't regulated, and so one batch may have a high number of THC and another batch may not.
The concern stems from a lawsuit issued against a Minnesota-based Northland Vapor and two other companies under its umbrella. The lawsuit alleges the company violated Minnesota's new law, saying edibles are only allowed to contain up to 5 milligrams of THC, and claims many people have gotten sick and one person may have even died from using the product, though their cause of death has yet to be determined.
Filing civil lawsuits is exactly what you do when you want to stop somebody from doing something that's illegal.
The lawsuit also accuses the company of selling a THC product called Death by Gummy Bears, containing 50 times the limit. And the product's resemblance is being considered against the law, as it could be marketed to children. And an FDA report highlighted in the lawsuit states investigators found nearly 150,000 packages of the product in Northland's Moorhead warehouse, plus other restricted products, all totaling roughly $7 million.
We're seeking to have this product destroyed, and we've also filed a motion for a temporary injunction to have this company prevented from further manufacturing and selling edible cannabinoid products.
Now there is a call for more regulation.
It is our hope in the next legislative session that we pass much more comprehensive legislation surrounding these products.
But in the meantime, THC edible users are encouraged to know exactly what they are buying.
Reading the package is really important.
In Moorhead, Nashane Taylor, Valley News Live.
Northland Vapor's attorney says the company has tried working with the state to ensure compliance with the new law, adding the lawsuit is an attempt to smear Northland's reputation.
New information now on a big story from earlier this evening. Moorhead police saying an apparent mental health crisis is to blame for a man standing on a railroad bridge pillar and holding up traffic on I-94 in Moorhead this afternoon. It happened near 20th Street around 4 o'clock. Authorities found the man on top of the bridge about 30 feet off the west shoulder of the interstate. Fire crews used a ladder of a truck to get him down and take him to a hospital. Police say he was suffering from a self-inflicted injury to his hand as well as some cold weather exposure, medical issues, but he should be okay.
Let's get to Chief Meteorologist Hutch Johnson now for a first look at your forecast. Hutch?
All right, Stacey, thanks so much. We have changes taking place already. Heading into the overnight hours, we have snow on the way, and it's reached our western counties already. So, snow in the forecast, and it's going to be followed by some pretty nasty cold, and it'll be snowy for the morning drive. Check this out. Beach, that's at the Montana border. Half of Interstate 94, they're covered. You can see right down there at the bottom. So it's accumulating out to the west, and this is Green River on I-94 to the west of the New Salem area. They've got snow on the road, and here's Medina, Stutsman County, a few flakes visible there. So as we take a look at the situation for tomorrow, you've seen this crawling across the bottom of your screen, winter weather advisories. Batch of snow here. It is snowing out in the west. This is kind of another radar no man's land where the radars just cannot detect what's going on in western parts of North Dakota. Here we go. Snow showers pushing in towards Ellendale and Lemoore. We have 11 below on the thermometer in Roseau and Hallock, and with the wind, it feels ridiculous out there. Near 30 below in Langdon, 20 below in Badette, 10 below Thief River Falls. Bundle up, survival kit, it's necessary. Overnight, snowflakes will begin flying. By morning, many of us will have 1 to as many as 3, maybe 4 inches on the ground in places. We'll track that, but here is the overall big picture of a batch of snow that will be making its way, and by morning it will be on its way out already. We'll have details on what you can expect in your hometown as far as snowfall goes, the track timing, and another round to follow. You can see out here That's heading our way for Wednesday. Details in a minute.
Sounds like a plan. Thanks, Hutch.
At this hour, police are still looking for this vehicle. They say it's tied to a murder in Moorhead. It's a black 2016 Honda Pilot with Minnesota plates HFE 185. Police believe it could be in the Wahpeton Breckenridge area. Charged today in the case is this man, 25-year-old James Coley Jr. He was officially charged today with second-degree murder. Police say he stabbed his mother to death in her home on the morning of December 1st. Police identified the mother today as 56-year-old Risha Coley. She was found dead in the foyer of the home located at 3819 32nd Street South in Moorhead. Police were called to the home 3 days prior to the murder for a domestic call. That's when Risha told police she thought her son was going to kill her. Police also released these pictures today asking if anyone saw Coley Jr., who was dressed like this, between Tuesday and Friday of last week to call Red River Dispatch. The number's there on your screen, 701-451-7660.
A 29-year-old Fargo man pleaded not guilty today to 5 charges against him after police say he led them on a chase over the weekend. Authorities say Chase DuBoard reached speeds of 120 miles per hour on I-29 on his motorcycle. Police say he eventually ditched that bike after crashing in Harwood and started running. He was eventually arrested for fleeing a peace officer and carrying a concealed weapon, among other charges. New for you tonight, we are learning police are now investigating an alleged assault that happened at Romantics in downtown Fargo last month.
Right now, details are slim. We received a tip about the assault happening inside the store downtown. We're told it happened November 20th. Police are currently investigating, but they aren't releasing any additional information right now.
2 weeks after saving an elderly couple from their burning vehicle, a Minnesota man is being honored for his bravery and heroism.
It's a story Valley News Team's crime and safety reporter Bailey Hurley first brought to us right after it happened. She takes us to Wahpeton again tonight for our story.
The City Council thanks you for your brave actions and are proud to have you represent the City of Breckenridge.
It was a full house at the Breckenridge City Council meeting Monday. All but 3 chairs filled by Jared Hicks' family, there to cheer on the man credited with saving 2 lives just days before Thanksgiving.
It's pretty neat. I can't deny that. It'd definitely be something to hang on the wall.
On his way to Fargo on November 20th, Hicks came across this crash of I-29 and Highway 13, where both in their 70s, Alberta and Corey Bratland were trapped inside as their vehicle burst into flames.
I was a fireman, first responder for 23 years in town here, and you like to think you'd be there, but you never know till it happens.
Although the Bratlands and their family, and now the city of Breckenridge, all consider Hicks a hero, he says he still doesn't agree. Hicks says he was just doing his part.
I would hope anybody would do the same thing.
He says he still has yet to meet the couple he pulled from the flames, but says he can't wait to do so, saying that will be when the reality of his actions really sink in. In Breckenridge, Bailey Hurley, Valley News Live.
The Bratlands are no longer in the hospital. They're recovering from the crash in transitional care in West Fargo. The family says they would have loved to attend this much-deserved event, adding the family would like to again thank Jared for his actions that no doubt saved the lives of Corey and Alberta.
Well, as the weather turns colder, local car shops are warning people to keep an eye out for critters, mice, squirrels, even rabbits, getting under the hoods of their cars to escape the cold, saying the bill they leave behind, well, isn't so cute.
Could be a couple $100s up to several $1,000s. The most expensive bill I've seen has been the $5,000 to $6,000 range. Really depends on if they get into a simple harness, which will have just a couple of wires, or the main engine harness, which may have 15 to 30 wires in it.
Experts say they see this problem year-round, but it's more common in winter. They had even vehicles parked in garages have this issue. They recommend you take a look under your hood, part of your routine each time you fill up with gas.
Changes are coming to University Drive in Fargo. A $30 million mixed-use redevelopment project will be introduced to the city's planning commission tomorrow. The location is currently the home to the South Plaza Strip Mall and about 10 rental properties. The block is proposing a 5-story building with heated parking, 127 apartments. The plan pushes for 3 drive-thrus, and Dwayne's House of Pizza says it'll be staying put and moving into the new spot. Construction is slated to start this spring. Change is also likely coming to Kraft Field in Grand Forks. The field, located at Red River High School, is looking to get a new grandstand and roof, backstop and safety netting, and elevated viewing decks, among other things. The park board says the current field is deteriorating and well past its life expectancy. A bid from JLG Architects shows construction would take place from March to November 2023.
One of North Dakota's largest fundraisers is now gaining some national attention. Brave the Shave raises money and awareness for kids battling cancer. Now, as you see here, an NFL player is representing the cause on his custom-designed cleats. San Francisco 49ers O-lineman Daniel Brunskill. Local Brave the Shave leaders say seeing this message get some national attention, it's pretty neat.
It was just cool to see Brave the Shave on that field, and to be even recognized on that national level was absolutely incredible, because if one more person hears about Brave the Shave that can possibly help out and step in, that's huge for our families and huge for those children that are being diagnosed daily.
The organization hopes to auction off the cleats in the future. Kirstie Alley, two-time Emmy winner, roles on TV mega hit Cheers and Look Who's Talking films, made her one of the biggest stars in American comedy in the late 80s, early 90s. She died today. Alley died of cancer that was only recently